Welcome to Venezuela. In Venezuela, this city called Caracas, that is the capital of Venezuela. Another big cities, Valencia, Barquisimeto, of which Barquisimeto and Maracaibo, they are a little bit more famous for their BCH adoption. Different teams working in Maracaibo and in Barquisimeto. Valencia, Maracay, this is where the headquarters of the Real Bitcoin Club is during the past 2 years. Before I was in Caracas, I also spent some time in the mountains here in a German colony. It's called Colonia Tovar. For 2023, BCH Kisses Binance focus on all the places that already have jumped through the hoops of Binance adoption to get them educated on the BCH Register app. Let me explain why it is so important that we link the Bitcoin Cash point of sale to the Binance account. We want to deposit Bitcoin Cash on our Binance account. First, we are confused. We are being asked which network we would like to use. Of course, we want to use the original network. And then there comes the second hurdle by Binance. They use the old address format. So if I give this QR code to anybody to scan with the BCH, the Bitcoin Cash wallet, it will not work. And let me show you why. This coin chain is not enabled in setting. So it won't work using the old address format. To fix this problem, we can copy this address and then we open the Bitcoin Cash Register app. We go to settings, we paste our Binance address, and now we can make payments to the Binance account easily. This is what we want to do for the merchant. We want to link their existing Binance account with the Bitcoin Cash point of sale to make it easier for the user to use Bitcoin Cash for payments. The user, they want to use Bitcoin Cash for payments. Easiest and the fastest and the most secure. Many miners in Venezuela are used to use Bitcoin for over a decade. They used Bitcoin for payments way before Binance or Binance USDT was invented. Huge opportunity for Bitcoin Cash. Connect these original Bitcoiners again with the real Bitcoin Cash. That they can link their Binance BCH address to the BCH Register app. Anybody can pay with BCH, and all of their employees can have this tiny app, or at least the website pos.cash, linked to the owner's wallet. So they can receive payments at any time, and it's P2P. We will use the energy that is provided by all of these people that have signaled that they like to work with crypto, they like to use USDT, but they don't know about the hurdle for the consumer. So the consumer has a different perspective. The consumer, he wants to pay with Bitcoin Cash. It's more convenient, it's easier, and it has also a lot of potential to protect from inflation now as we are near the bottom. So it's a very good timing now to go and promote BCH heavily to these that have already proven to be first headquarter of the Real Bitcoin Club. And this area, this is also the area where the big trucks, the big food trucks are incoming. This is where they have the best competitive prices. They have the most people living there. You can get the cheapest products because it's so close to the distributor. On the very left on the screen I touch now, this is the distributor's market. I have many contacts to many of the merchants and also the fruit sellers. I made them refills in exchange for fruits already 2 years ago. Here is like a food court where I have some connections, and here is the main area surrounding the headquarters of the Real Bitcoin Club. I have purchased a house in 2020, deposited Bitcoin on Coinex. We used USDT, we made the payment in USDT, so to have the same amount. We had it done, and the other person changed USDT again into crypto, and I deposited BCH. I bought the house with BCH, even if we used an exchange to make the settlement, but that was just temporary. I want to focus on this area. I can visit all of these places. I can guarantee to visit all of these 53 places that are marked here. I can visit all of these at least once every 3 months. I expect to visit them at least once per month, but I want to guarantee that I can meet any of these places and I am in contact with them. I have their phone number, so whatever there is, they can always count on my support. So this is 53, 47 more during the course of 2023. So then it will be 100, which are in specifically strategical areas, of which some are like at a high class, They don't have so many payments, but they are very interested in crypto. And also, this is where actually the miners live. So the people that are into mining, they're more likely to live in this high-class area. It's a large sector of private mining going on here in Venezuela. The private decentralized mining, the real Satoshi Nakamoto spirit. They use Binance to then spend at places that accept Binance. They don't realize the risk of using Binance yet, but sooner or later, they will get harassed by Binance, verification process, they will have to make effort to get their own money back. They will understand over the next upcoming years, BCH, Bitcoin Cash, is actually what they ever wanted. The Real Bitcoin Club focused on to connect these people that have a mining income with the merchants that accept Bitcoin Cash directly. We make this connection between the miners and the merchants. And you see also quite some mining there. You hear the machines and everybody knows about it. And then there is the military circle, is also very interesting, high-class area. The city center, this is just crazy. The center is so full of people. People go there to buy something, and then they leave, or they maybe sit down in a cafe. There are some beautiful places to eat, of which I can guarantee that these places would participate in the program. So when you go to Bitcoin Beach, you drive this road, the headquarters of the Real Bitcoin Club. You drive this road, and then you can visit. And I basically have all these places on my way. So I can visit this one, I can visit the beach road, I cross the mountains, and I can visit these two places. I'm not so focused on this beach town. I'm much more focused on the Bitcoin Beach. Here at Cuyagua, Bitcoin Beach, in this town, everybody knows everybody, and I've been living there for 1.5 years. These places that are marked here, I have paid with BCH, they have received BCH, or they have Binance. These are especially at the beach, because I'm living a lot of the time at the beach. It's just too beautiful. At Bitcoin Beach, we have a very special opportunity to get merchants, especially on Bitcoin Cash. In the town itself, the internet is not so strong enough to receive a payment on the Bitcoin.com wallet. But with Binance, it's not enough, because Binance needs it's a lot of data, and the app, it won't even load. And people love BCH naturally at Bitcoin Beach, because it is the most easy and the most convenient way for them to receive a payment. And they have a young generation, they have many young people, they have 2 schools where I want to roll out the education program with smartphones. I want to give them the opportunity to study English with Duolingo, and they get phone refills in return. So it is like a voluntary school program. If any kid wants to participate, they can earn like the privilege of having phone refills, or if they use the phone of the club, then they can spend some time on that phone to enjoy the internet. So they do their studies. They study 15 minutes every day with Duolingo, and then they have 45 minutes on the same phone to enjoy whatever they want to enjoy on the internet. If they don't have a phone. If they have a phone, we just make them a phone refill, and they enjoy the internet on their own phone whenever they want. Beautiful. To work with these people here is such a relaxed and peaceful vibe in this town. Different to the city. The city is very hectic. This is actually the most intense work. Working here in the city center is intense. Then working up here in the high-class area, that is a little bit more fun, more relaxed. And in the neighborhood is also very relaxed. And this is what I actually like most, to work with the people here in the neighborhood. That they can actually, I think we can have the most impact here in the neighborhood, where the people that have, there are like at least 2, 3, 5 shops in every small street, and they are put up by the same people in their own house. They don't have the point of sale, because the point of sale, it would cost them $500 to buy it, and then they would have to pay to the bank monthly. So these places, they are so happy to use Binance, and if they already understood Binance, then getting them on BCH, and also directly getting them on BCH if they are not into Binance, which is actually the better option, is much easier here in this area where they're missing the point of sale, okay? And these places that do not have the point of sale, I really think there can be some movement here. 2 years ago, when I actually wanted to get it all started, nobody received Binance. Okay, so 2 years ago, nobody received Binance. It was a very different game. Binance has made huge progress in 2 years, and that is why it is now that it is the best time for BCH to hop on the Binance train and get these who are already on Binance to also channel their energy through Bitcoin Cash, which will then and is It is the most appreciated form of payment. To all the merchants that I have educated on Binance and BCH, everyone prefers BCH because BCH is so much easier for them. We can get Bitcoin Cash moving in this neighborhood where they have many small purchases, and it gives them lots of convenience, and it's getting actually, I bought the house 2 years ago, and now the main road, they are building it out, and it's all getting more beautiful. The internet is getting faster. We now have fiber internet at the headquarters. So it has made a lot of progress, and Venezuela is getting much more beautiful, even in the most basic areas. So that is the plan for 2023. Okay, so I want to focus on 100 places. I want to babysit them through the process of signing up on Google Maps. I want to get them on the Bitcoin map, then linked to their Google Maps account. That is the quality assurance program BMaps is doing to make sure that the customer can always verify that the place is still active on Google Maps, which is when they close down, they usually mark it on Google Maps first before the other map notices it. Bring them promotion on Instagram. We support them with comments and likes on Instagram. They get a feeling that we are actually supporting them. We are giving them instructions on photos, how to make beautiful photos, how to make beautiful promotion. We can do design for them. We can design posters for them. All of this is part of boosting these merchants that have decided that they have actually understood BCH, Bitcoin Cash. They are getting the point. That is what I focus on a lot. Okay, I really want to get them educated on the principles behind Bitcoin. It's funny. So I have a lot of fun here in Venezuela working with the people. I think we can make a lot of progress in the next 7 years in Venezuela until full adoption. I mean, it can be done in 7 to 8 years in Venezuela. 2 bull cycles, I think it can be full adoption, because I think already in the next bull cycle it will be full Binance adoption. If you want to have the full BCH adoption, then it can take 1 more cycle. How much would it be worth to you to see this project be realized? So if you are invested in BCH or you want to bring it forward and you want to see it grow, I've been doing adoption work in many countries in the last 4.5 years, 5 years. I started in Barcelona in Spain. I saw how the people react to Bitcoin Cash over there. It wasn't so interesting for them. When I came to Venezuela, everything changed. Before I came to Venezuela, I traveled through Spain and Italy and France, and I had various different experiences onboarding there. I had more success in Greece and Italy than any other, but still in Venezuela is a whole nother level, because the people there are already into crypto. They already know why they should use Bitcoin. They just want to know how they can use Bitcoin, okay? And they get excited for it when it goes up, and it's a time now to... 2019, few people using USDT or Binance was local Bitcoin. So people were actually using Bitcoin for payments. Used local Bitcoins because of the fee, right? It's easier to swap it directly on the exchange. They want to use Bitcoin for payments. They have already done it. It is just that Binance and USDT has come in as convenient for the commerce, not for the user. So the user, he prefers Bitcoin, and a really good opportunity here in Venezuela. It's a very unique opportunity because so many people are naturally into mining. And all of these people that have mining income, they want to spend their Bitcoin Cash. So there is a natural demand of people that want to spend Bitcoin in Venezuela. To seed out, then also to the younger generation. That's what I'm focusing on in Cuyagua, and also in, actually in the headquarters. I had a student for 3 months, 2 years ago, and now I want to reactivate the headquarters because I've been spending a lot of time at the beach. And now I'm reactivating the headquarters because now we have fiber internet at the headquarters. So last year I started a pilot of an English education program. I launched this website for the Bitcoin Beach. It's called Proof of Study. The concept is that the kids, they study English with an app. It's called Duolingo. They show the progress to the group, and then they can win NFTs on Smart BCH on the high score at the end of the year, and they also win phone refills during the process. So this program, it was really appreciated by the kids. They participated intensively. This is all the messages that we sent in this group. There are students that have studied 100, 150, 200 days, and they share their progress here. You can see all of their awards. They earn awards inside this app. This is when somebody just started with 14 days. And then we have some stars. They have been studying for 200 days. So we want to get this project funded again. We had to stop it this year in January when the price dropped so hard. So we have some costs on the phone refills, and we also have some cost on the operator who actually makes the phone refills for the students. We want them to be able to attract international tourism, so they are ready to speak English. We want to get all the places on Google Maps so that tourists from outside, they feel like comfortable locating themselves here in Venezuela using Google Maps. And we also want to get the students to speak English so they can work on online promotion for BCH, or they can start programming for smart contracts or do any kind of business with BCH. Have it. So we just had to time the market, time the opportunities. Now everything is coming together. We are full prepared, and we can just roll it out. And we can just, get a persistent economy here going with BCH. I want to actually spend at these places. So I need, if I want to visit each place, one place per day, and I want to spend like $5 at each place, then I have to spend $150 per month. And that is not the transport and not the time, that is the effort to go to the place and do the purchase. So this is what I want to spend on, and this is what I want to get others to do. So I want to hire people that I pay them with BCH, and then I send them to buy some things in the same neighborhood. That's how I've been doing it during 2 years ago, and now I want to really push it hard. But because 1 and 2 years ago I couldn't promote it as a good form of payment because I knew it was overpriced. Okay, I knew it was overpriced. And when I started the onboarding work in 2018, in April 2018, the price of Bitcoin Cash, it was actually about 800 when I started promoting it. And I went through the experience of having onboarded merchants at the price of 800, and then later having to tell them why it's now at 4 or 200, and to be patient because it will pump again. And it did pump again, but it took a few years, okay, until it reached a new all-time high for them. The last time, and I learned from that last time that it is very important for the merchant to have a positive experience on that price. So that is why it is now the big opportunity for BCH, as we are in the bottom, near the bottom, to get some BCH spread out, so that then they naturally will choose to save it because they see it going up. So that is why it is now that we want to roll this out. I wanted to wait so that the people now have a much bigger upside potential. Okay, so that's why it's now the time. It's now the time to get this thing going. Now 2023, 2024, these are the 2 strong years for BCH merchant adoption. The most efficient strategy is to look out for these that are already registered on an exchange, because they have already access to BCH. They already have an on and off ramp for BCH. I would babysit them through the process, and I have been doing partnerships with some of these people, getting packages from Purse.io through Miami to Venezuela. So I have done many purchases on Purse.io. So here we are on Purse.io. These are some previous orders. I have been ordering on Purse.io since 21, when I did the first test. I have made 41 transactions on Purse.io, and I have saved $346. So I have intensive experience bringing packages from Amazon to Venezuela. And that is part of this program, that I want to educate all of these places on how to take part in this opportunity to make purchases on Amazon, which is usually very complicated for them because they don't have any payment mechanism for Amazon. And this is the only way they can actually make purchases on Amazon, though it's opening a whole new opportunity for them, shut out of Amazon because they don't have a bank account in the United States. That is why Purse.io is such a big opportunity for Venezuela. People can make purchases and they even get a discount. We got them all successful to Venezuela and can make reports on the shipping cost and how it all works out. So actually this is a massive opportunity for Venezuela to give education on Purse.io, and also that we can offer the service to make Amazon purchases for them, and we go through Purse.io. but they don't know anything about it. They just want the Amazon package. So this is all possible in Venezuela. And I have partners that are interested in rolling this out. We've been testing it for 1 year. And we have gone through all the hoops of making delivery by airplane, by shipping, different companies, different prices. So we have already tested out this. And it's ready to be rolled out. That's also part of this Fleepstarter. So we can roll out a brand that focus on buying items from Amazon, and either we give discount when they pay with BCH, because then we can order easier on Persio, or we can also give courses, how they learn how to be an agent, so they can make the orders for their neighborhood. So then we can spread this concept like a franchise. We can get like operators for every neighborhood where there are many people that they want to have an item from Amazon maybe, and then they can go to the places, they can pay with cash or they can pay with bank transfer, and then they get the item delivered, and it goes all channeling through Persio and BCH. So then also Persio sees that there is a lot of demand for BCH on Persio. We've been building out concepts also with NFC payments already in 2018, but it's still not attractive. People are not so hot about NFC payments. It's more like, that's very nerdy. They're usually okay with scanning a QR code or even typing in some things on their display. So we had these parties, organized parties, and to make a festival here at the beach and then organize tours. But this is all so much work. I cannot promise to get it all done this year. So I promise these 100 places, and then let's see what happens. Maybe, I don't know. I feel so comfortable because I don't have to worry about earning some cash to support my cost of living. Then I can spend so much more time on BCH, and it will all go much faster than expected. I don't know, but I can guarantee 100 places, well cared for, and all on BMap and all on Bitcoin Map, on all the maps. So we appreciate all the maps, because that is actually, we don't care where the customer comes from. Okay, we just want more BCH customers. That is our focus. We work in the interest of the commerce and the customer. So that is the focus of the Real Bitcoin Club. Let me give you an overview of the activities of the Real Bitcoin Club during the past 5 years. We go to the realbitcoin.club in any browser, and we land here. We touch the Tell Me More button, and it shows open source services, P2P experts, crypto investigation and writing. So that is the Real Bitcoin Club. On social media, we do writing and investigation. We do Bitcoin merchant promotion. That's how it started. And then we connected it with some apps. The app is Bitcoin Map. It is known under various brands in various versions, as we are still testing the market, what kind of app is most appreciated, and we bring it to all the platforms and learn. The story of the club begins in 2013, and Chile is the president. 2017, when the split happened in December, we registered the domain, therealbitcoin.club. In January, we tested some NFC card payments. We hosted some parties. It was called Silent Bitcoin Disco. And people were dancing with these headphones on their ears, glowing in the night with the Bitcoin symbol, and the people could make payments on these cards. So we used these cards at the event of the disco, and people made payments tapping this card or scanning the QR code that is printed on the card. Then we released the Bitcoin tourist map. It was branded as Move Your BCH in the beginning, also on bitcoinmap.world. It was a very simple map to show the places that accept BCH for payments. We rebranded the map, it grew, and we realized the brand should better be cash and not world. Then we hosted some events in bars with presentation of all the places we had onboarded. It was about 30, 40 places. And as it wasn't so really appreciated, we were very, very, very early. So we started the project in April 2018, and we were very early for Bitcoin Cash payments. But we managed, well, to build a neighborhood for BCH, and I was spending at all of these places, visiting all of these places, and then I realized that, well, there was no natural demand for anybody else to spend BCH. What is now totally different here in Venezuela, there is a natural demand. They have income from crypto and they want to spend crypto. So after Barcelona, I moved to the south of Spain, where I released a prototype of a local currency backed by BCH. Then I traveled throughout many countries in Europe, also promoting Bitcoin Cash, and as my only money, I had Bitcoin Cash. Ever since April 2018, all I bought was always with Bitcoin Cash. I don't touch paper money, I don't have bank accounts for 5 years. And I visited Germany, Berlin, and Hamburg. Then I moved the office to Venezuela in April 2019. I worked on releasing Connector app. So then it was finally possible to release the Bitcoin map also on App Store. I focused on intensively educating 23 places in Caracas. So these were basically the places where I liked to spend my money. And then I added Lightning places to BMap, just for the sake of adding them. There's no real demand. People don't want to spend on Lightning. I have this impression. Then I moved from Caracas to Maracay during the lockdown, and I rented first, and then I bought a house, a headquarter in Maracay. It took some time to work the house. I released another version of the map that was now optimized for desktop. So the map of the Real Bitcoin Club is optimized now for desktop, mobile, Android native, iPhone native. It's translated in 13 languages. And I got my door kicked in from some special forces that wanted to extort me for some money. So I went to prison for like 3 weeks, and inside prison I educated the people on Bitcoin. I looked then afterwards. I didn't want to spend so much time at the same house where the door was kicked in, so that was the clubhouse, right? The headquarters. So of course I took some time off at the beach, and I started the Bitcoin Beach project, the BCH Beach project, with education in English, which I also want to show you now. I started a website for them. That is their website, cuyagua.net, because the town is called Cuyagua. It's Bitcoin Beach Cuyagua at the Gold Coast of Venezuela. It's a beautiful paradise, highly, highly recommendable. They have party, they have nature, they have art, and a beautiful beach. They offer many services. You can get whatever you want. People are so friendly and helpful. They have beautiful rivers with very clean water. People actually drink out of this river because the water is so clean. And it is inside a natural park with many birds and wild animals. And they also do party, so it's always a good party. Our job here is to promote these places, so that is why I set up that website for them. There is this other site I want to show you. That is an education program for English students that also connects with NFTs on Smart BCH. So we had this program running with about 8-9 students for nearly 1 year, until we ran out of funds because the price of BCH dropped so low that it was simply impossible to keep on paying the phone refills of the students. So the program is that the kids study, and for as long as they keep their streak, which means that they have been studying every day, for that time they get phone refills. So they get $2 phone refill every week. And we would like to restart this project. Also generously supported by the creators of BlockNG. They donated 5 NFTs, and we want to fund this project so that we can pay the phone refills for 1 year of all the students, and so we can make this concept really happen. So we have this concept here, we can roll it out, and we can start a competition for the year 2023 where the students can earn an NFT on Smart BCH, and they earn phone refills for studying English. We also educate them on how we do the phone refills. We do the phone refills using BCH and Telegram. So in Venezuela, there are many independent service providers that you can message on Telegram, and they will make a phone refill for you, and you just send them any kind of crypto.